A variable is something that varies or changes. In a correctly set up science experiment, there are two types of variables. Those that we choose to change. When going to the store to buy apples, the amount of money that has been chosen to spend is a variable. And there are those variables that happen because of the choice I made back in that first variable. The amount of money first chosen to spend on apples determines how many apples can be purchased. In science, we're going to give names to these two types of variables. The first type of variable is the manipulated variable, or independent. This variable is being chosen to be changed and causes changes in George's walking, and measurements of his time and distance can be taken. We can choose or manipulate time by manipulating the time variable to take a measurement of distance every set amount of time. In this case, we'll choose to measure every 10 seconds. Time has been manipulated or been fixed by choosing to measure every 10 seconds, making time independent of how far the distance George has gone. The other type of variable is the responding variable, or dependent. The responding variable changes or responds because of the choices we made in the manipulated variable. In the walking example, the distance that is being covered is responding to the amount of time that has been chosen to be measured by. The distance is dependent on how long between time measurements. Distance is increasing because I've chosen to measure after every 10 seconds. And this is all about perspective. Time isn't always going to be the independent variable, and distance is not always going to be the dependent variable. It all depends on how you set it up. So if we turn it around, I can choose to manipulate or make independent distance and measure time every 5 meters. By choosing to manipulate distance, I've made the distance variable independent. It's not affected by how much time has passed. And because of that choice that was made, now time is responding or dependent on the distance measurement. The relationship of the manipulated or independent variable versus the responding or dependent variable can be applied to any situation where two variables are interacting. The number of sodas that you have determines how many people you can give sodas to. Or the number of people drinking sodas determines how many sodas will be needed. I am taking a trip. The amount of gas I purchase determines how far I can go. Or how far I have gone determines the amount of gas that I need to purchase. Peter is eating candy bars. Yum! The number of candy bars he eats causes a change in the number of calories eaten. Or the number of calories that Peter wants to eat causes a change in the number of candy bars needed. The manipulated or independent variable is the variable we choose. We choose to do something with it and take a measurement with it. The responding or dependent variable happens because of the choice we made in the manipulated or independent variable.
Thank you for watching. This has been Justin Higgins. Have a glorious day and be excellent to each other.